Hello, my friends. Today we bring you Sofía Vergara's filmography. Big Trouble. The lives of several Miami denizens, from ad agents to gun runners to street thugs to law enforcement to school children, intersect with humorous and dangerous results. Chasing Poppy. A successful executive in the cosmetic industry has 3 attractive girlfriends in 3 different states. When they decide to visit him in LA, he's in big trouble. The 24th Day. Dan is in a bar with a friend when he encounters Tom, gets drunk, and ends up going to his apartment. Tensions rise when Dan realizes he has been there before. Soul Plane. An extraordinary airline featuring engaging flight attendants, a casino, and a dance floor, providing a unique experience at high altitudes. Lords of Dogtown. In the 1970s, Venice, California, witnessed a skateboarding revolution as a group of friends brought aggressive and flowing surf-inspired maneuvers to the streets. 4 brothers. When your adoptive mother is shot in a store robbery, the 4 brothers investigate themselves and search for the killers, but not everything is as it seems. 7 Days. Claudio Caballero decides to wager $500,000 in a desperate attempt to raise the funds needed to bring the world's biggest band, U2, to Mexico. Grilled. Maurice and Dave, frozen meat salesmen, struggle to sell their products door to door. Amid a streak of misfortune in sales, they must overcome challenges to close a big deal within just 24 hours. Pledge This. Paris Hilton is Victoria English, leader of the elitist Gamma Gamma sorority at South Beach University. Her troubles begin with the arrival of new determined students determined to join the sorority at any cost. Meet the Browns. A single mother takes her family to Georgia for the funeral of her father, a man she never knew. There, they meet the irreverent and fun-loving Brown family. Medea goes to jail. Mischievous Grandma Medea lands in jail after a series of comical mishaps, where she navigates through a colorful array of quirky characters and humorous situations. The Smurfs. Gargamel tries to capture the Smurfs to use them as amulets. Frightened and led by Clumsy Smurf, the little ones enter a forbidden cave during the full moon. New Year's Eve. A romantic comedy that will touch everyone. It tells the story of the lives of various couples and singles in New York as they intertwine throughout New Year's Eve. The Three Stooges. While trying to save their childhood orphanage, Moe, Larry, and Curly inadvertently stumble upon a murder plot and end up starring in a television reality show, Fading Gigolo. Murray is an elderly man who, during a conversation about sex, reveals that he knows a gigolo. Upon realizing how much one could earn as a pimp, he tries to convince his friend Fioravante to enter the business. Machete Kills. Former federal agent and Mexican vigilante Machete Cortez is hired by the President of the United States to track down dangerous drug traffickers in Mexico and prevent them from starting a nuclear war. Chef. After a public argument with a food critic, a chef resigns from his position at a popular Los Angeles restaurant to open a food truck with his son. Wild Card. When a skilled and gambling-inclined Las Vegas bodyguard gets into trouble with the mafia, he finds himself facing his last gamble, where everything is at stake. Hot Pursuit. A strict and rule-abiding police officer tries to protect the widow of a drug lord as they flee through Texas, pursued by corrupt cops and hired gunmen. The Female Brain. Romantic relationships from a neurological perspective. The internal workings of the brain in women and men, the power of brain chemistry among couples at different stages of their relationships. Bent. In his latest private investigation, a disgraced ex-police officer connects a murder case to a government conspiracy involving rogue agents from a major spy agency. The con is on. In an effort to avoid paying a massive gambling debt to a notorious mobster in England, a couple flees to Los Angeles and stumbles upon a jewelry heist scheme. Bottom of the 9th. Bobby Stano, a young baseball player, has his life transformed after an incident with a gang, leading to a 6-year prison sentence. Upon his release, he seeks to rebuild his reputation and restart his life. This is me, now, a love story. After serving 17 years in prison for a violent mistake he made in his youth, a once aspiring baseball player returns to his Bronx neighborhood. Who would you like to see in the next video? Write in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you next time.